with a lot of this looks maxing stuff, I think that because people see a really big change in you, like maybe you change up maybe you get like a haircut that fits you better, or you start wearing better clothes, or you start hitting the gym, and maybe you either lose weight or you gain muscle and then you're lean and stuff. Right, you used to be fat and now you're skinny and now your like facial structure is showing more. A lot of people call it a glow up. And I guess this video is kind of like a technicality of sorts, but one thing that the black pill says is that it's all genetics. And something, I'm not the kind of person that likes to spread hopelessness, but there is an element of truth in that where you can only really go as high as your genetics let you. Like this idea of a glow up, it's not really you didn't really change anything fundamentally. You just took basically the cards you have, the resources that you have as like your body and your genes, and you made the best you can make out of it, right? That's kind of like what a glow up is. But in the same way that you can't grow any taller after 18, um you can't really truly expand like your clavicle, for example, like the width of your shoulders. One thing I saw from this guy called BP Fitness is that you go to the gym to fraud good genes. And as a guy, good genes are like broad shoulders, a smaller waist than your shoulders. And the point of doing lateral raises is so that it looks like your bones of this clavicle here are wider than they actually are, because like the bones end like right here, but then your side delts are like they make you look like a bit wider, you know. And that kind of hit me because I never really thought about it that way, but it does make sense. And even the amount of muscle you can put on. Oh, and like having high testosterone naturally, like just just being someone that has high test, you will be kind of muscular just by default, right? Like you will be. That's why a lot of times when people inject test, like it just becomes easier to stay lean and lose weight and just build muscle. So when you have that naturally, when you are genetically somebody that has high test, and of course there's factors involved in that, like your food, but even that, even eating healthier to increase your test is genetic. Like your test can only go as high as your genes let you. But once you do that, like once you do all the test habits, take the sun and everything, uh yeah, a naturally high test person has kind of a physique, right? They don't have like a full on like biceps and shoulders and traps, but they kind of just have some sort of muscle mass on them, just from the fact that they have test, that they're a high test person. And I know that sounds a little crazy, but like how can you have any kind of muscularity if you don't go to the gym? But I saw this video from more plates more dates about this guy that took steroids and just played video games all day. And yeah, he did gain like a little bit of muscle, like he looked like a little bit muscular. And I'm pretty sure he lost weight too, like he looked leaner and muscular. Like you could see that the dude changed physically just from injecting steroids and not doing anything at all, no gym, no nothing. So that's kind of like a simulation of what happens when a person is high test. Now, of course, this was fake test that was injected, but or fake hormones. I don't know if he only did test or whatever, but yeah, this like there's no glow up. Like there is no fundamental underlying change. All you really do is kind of figure out, like for example, right now, like without my glasses, I personally think I look a lot better. And but that's just that. Like I'm not supposed to wear glasses, right? Like this is a genetic phthalo where my eyes just don't. I gotta get LASIK, or what I do is that I get contacts, right? So that doesn't affect me as much. But I'm not fundamentally changing anything, right? Same thing with like facial hair. You get some sort of facial hair that I guess suits you better. I think this suits me better. I don't know. Maybe you do your you like do your eyebrows. When I did them, like now they're done, but if they were like as bushy as they usually are and they're not as uniform, right? But what I'm trying to say is, or the same thing with the haircut. What I'm trying to say is that all of that is already there. You're kind of just reassembling it in a way that looks the best as possible and is the most appealing. One thing that is really unfortunate is that you can lose, because a lot of people say, oh, the best way to have like hollow cheeks or like a nice jawline is to just lose a bunch of weight and then your bones are gonna start showing on your face, right? But I mean, obviously this if you have like bad bone structure, like if underneath a fat guy what you have is bad bone structure on the face or in the body, that's all you're gonna uncover once you lose weight. You're just gonna uncover that your gonial angle or whatever is not one that allows you to have the typical black pill edit Chad look, right? And yeah, it's just you're just uncovering what's already there. Uh, the only thing that I would call like a glow up, ironically, right? Like ironically, people make glow up edits and they accuse them of, oh, you just went through puberty, but that's it. Like I would say that that's much more accurate to call it a glow up. The people that go through puberty and they actually grow in height, they actually their body matures. They maybe they because of the hormonal changes, they there's more muscle on their frame if they have like a good puberty, uh or they grow as tall as possible from eating properly during puberty, or yeah, just natural stuff, just like real stuff, like your face changes too, like you start growing maybe facial hair and that really helps you, having like a beard kind of like, or having at least the whole shade of hair here helps you. Just a lot of things happen in puberty where it's like, damn, like this was real change, like real shit changed, like your whole body changed, your face kind of changed. That is a glow up. But once that's done, it's kind of like a game of cards, and you already have all the possible cards you can draw from your deck, right? You can draw the cards up until you hit puberty, and once that's done, you have your hand of cards, and now you get to play them. And all you can do is play these cards. That's with soft maxing, of course. That's with not doing steroids, not doing surgeries, obviously. Um, that's all you have. But now that's worth it. Like absolutely. I don't really care. Like if you're fat and maybe you lose weight and you don't see that, like, oh, you have hollow cheeks now. That's still worth it. Like of course, absolutely. Right? There's you might not be like I always hear people talking about how, oh, if a 3 improves, like what's the point? Like you're just gonna make it up to a 5. I think that's worth it. Like the time is gonna go by anyway, right? If you're not, if you're not gonna like game end yourself, the time is gonna go by anyway. So um you might as well go from a 3 to a 5. I mean, sure, why not? Like I'm just so, what else are you gonna do? Not only that, but usually all of the shit I've done for soft maxing has involved my health getting better. Like you gotta sleep properly. You gotta be like making sure you get as many, all of your vitamins and minerals. Exercising, cardio, um, shit. Like I don't know, taking care of your like appearance. That's I mean that's not necessarily healthy, but in life is gonna help you with like socializing and everything. And I mean, of course, less so if you go from a 3 to a 5. That's not that much of a like a life change. But yeah, most of it is like, oh, or skincare, taking care of that. It's just, I don't know. And I also like the mental win. Like mentally, if you see yourself going from a 3 to a 5, that's like there's no way, there's no way that does nothing to you. Like there's no way that you don't go like, oh shit, like I did that, you know. Like that has to do something to you. Like seeing yourself lose weight, build some muscle. I mean, that's not genetic, but I'm talking about the soft maxes, even with the frauds. Well, the frauding that is allowed. Well, not allowed, but less shamed, right? Like when people think of building muscle, they don't think of like, oh, you're trying to make your clavicles look wider, right? This is like chronically online shit, right? But yeah, it's totally worth it. That's why I'm not even trying to be on some like, oh, it's not worth it. But I guess this video is more of like a warning for like online people. Like when you see these glow ups, oh, this method or the that method. If it doesn't involve something real, something like, I mean, it's just like the basic stuff just seems to be the truth. You gotta build a bunch of muscle, lose as much weight as possible, so you can like lose weight off your face and kind of get some sort of like leanness to yourself, because being puffy is usually not seen as attractive, right? Or as good looking. And I feel like the basics are super simple. Like find a haircut. Like it's not even, people do all these like eye shit where they like do this. Like, do you really think that's gonna? They talk about like, oh, it's gonna strengthen this eye muscle that's gonna like pull. It's just like I don't think so. I don't think certain things are just the way that they are, and that's it. Like you just soft max properly, and instead of wasting time with these like methods from people who like, what I was getting at is that these people who supposedly had a glow up, right? That's why that's the title of the video. They didn't have a glow up. They just, like I said, uncovered what was already there slowly, past puberty. Even like I'm even talking. People think that glow ups that haven't passed puberty are like realer. No, that was already there. That was already there. They kind of reshaped everything. Either that, or they did have surgery and they're lying to you, right? Like that's it. Like that. Those are the only two cases. And in both of them, you should still stick to what makes the most sense, which is just lose weight and like basic shit. Like get a facial hair that suits your face, or a haircut that suits your face. Do your grooming, hit the gym, basic shit. That's just gonna give you like a point or two higher, or maybe three, and it's still worth it, of course. But yeah, hard maxing is a whole nother thing. And I don't know, hard maxing, I kind of see it like steroids. Like that's not really you. And I'm kind of debating between like, is it worth it? Because like you have your risks and your side effects and whatever. But maybe because of how good life can be, once you're on the other side, maybe those things would be worth it. Uh, I mean, like I'm doing the LASIK surgery for my eyes, so I can see better, so I don't have to use contacts or glasses, and that, I guess you could consider that a hard max. But I guess I give myself a pass, if you can believe it. I give myself a pass because I'm just kind of restoring how things are supposed to be, which is like this. A normal person doesn't have to wear glasses. Plus, this isn't like a genetic thing. When I was a kid, something happened, and my mom was supposed to do something, and the doctor, well, she wasn't supposed to do something. Like the doctor told her not to worry about it, but something should have been done to me as like a baby so that my eyes develop properly. But yeah, basically what I'm getting at is that nobody in my family wears glasses. I'm one of the only people, like me and one of my cousins, and that's it. And I have a bunch of relatives. Nobody wears glasses. So yeah, I kind of see that as just fixing something that wasn't even supposed to happen in the first place. Uh, yeah, that, and I don't know, like this whole double jaw surgery, or like a nose job. Even though a nose job is not super risky, it's like super, the only risk is that the doctor, he does too much and you end up looking like shit. But yeah, that's still kind of like, I don't know how I feel about that, because that's not you, you know and you're kind of just faking, you're putting fake stuff on yourself. And I don't know, I like the vanilla plus experience, like vanilla, like the default stuff, with a couple more things added to kind of round it up more, a little better. uh but yeah, yeah, hard maxing is a whole another thing. I don't have any thoughts on it, because I still haven't even decided what's up with that. Oh, same thing with hair transplant. By the way, a hair transplant, I think it's fine. You know, losing your hair. I mean, I've looked into how the reason why you lose it is because of like nutrition and stuff, and I am doing that on like massaging your scalp as well, because scalp tension causes that. I'm not going with the DHT route. I'm kind of sticking to this, and I have really good hair genes. Like I'm 26 right now, and like my hair is like super thick. Like look at that. Like there's no, it's shitty hair, but at least it's not falling off. And some hair is, well, not some hair. Like hair is better than no hair for sure, no matter what quality of hair it is. So yeah, like you can get lucky with stuff. That's another side of things. But yeah, there's remember, like these people are usually not reinventing the wheel. These people are just uncovering stuff that was already there, or they're getting surgery and they're lying to you. And yeah, that's it. Just do the common advice. That's all you can do. Like, uh, as far as soft maxing goes. So yeah.